In this video, I will show you how to graph equations and inequalities in slope-intercept form. So to begin, I want to talk about drawing the arrows. So we have three examples here. Looking at the first example, the slope is positive 2 over 5. So when you see a positive slope, draw an arrow going up. So in this case, we want to go up 2 spaces, and then we always go to the right. So right 5 spaces. For the blue example, because the slope is negative, so we will draw an arrow going down, so go down 1 space, but we still go to the right. A common mistake is that students think negative slope means we go to the left. But just remember, this is an easy way to remember. You always do the right thing, so always go to the right, no matter what. The positive and negative only tells you going up or going down. Now the orange example is a little bit weird. You look at this and wonder, this slope doesn't have a fraction. So let's make a fraction. So how do we make a 2 into a fraction? We can always divide by 1. So 2 divided by 1 is still the same thing as 2. So now we have a fraction. We can draw the arrow. Negative means going down. And we still always do the right thing. So let's go to the right. So for our first example, we have y equal to 1/2 x minus 3. The slope is called m, and the y-intercept is called b. I never knew what was the meaning of calling slope m and y-intercept b, but we can think of b means begin, so I will begin at -3 at the y-intercept, so begin here. And m says move, so this is how we are going to move. We're going to write this down, and then drawing the arrows, we're going to move up 1 and right 2 from where we begin. Not from the origin, but from where we began. So start at the -3, go up 1, go to the right 1, 2, putting down our second point. And now we can draw the line. Like this. For this example, we will begin at +4. So +4 on the y-axis. And the slope is going to be -7 over 3. So drawing the arrows, we know we need to go down 7 because of the negative slope. But we always do the right thing, so always go to the right. And now we will follow these arrows. So beginning at the y-intercept, we go down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And go right 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. And put this down. And now connecting these 2 points with a straight line. And this is the graph. For this example, our y-intercept is -2. So we begin by putting a point at the y-intercept at -2. And the slope is +3. But this is a whole number, so let's make it into a fraction by making it 3 over 1. So our arrow, because it is positive, we go up 3, and we go to the right 1. So starting at the y-intercept, we go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and we go to the right 1. This is our second point. Now, we can go ahead and draw the line. For this example, we began at the y-intercept, which is +2. And now copying down the slope, 4, +4, let's make that into a fraction, 4 over 1. And then we draw the arrows. +4 is going up, and we always do the right thing. But here we have a problem. So we begin at this 2, and then we try to go up 4. You see how we run out of space. I can only go up 1, 2, 3 before I hit the edge of the graph. So when we run out of space, what we can do is change the arrows. The opposite of up is down. The opposite of right is going to the left. Then we will follow the new directions, which is to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go to the left 1. A common mistake that students make is that they will change the up and down, but they will forget to change it from the right to the left. So make sure you are doing everything opposite when you run out of space. And now let's talk about the inequalities. So for all the inequalities that have the line underneath, like the second case and the fourth case, this line just means or equal to. If you have that line, the or equal to line, that means when you draw your line, it's going to be a regular line, a regular solid line. And if the inequality does not have the or equal to part, then that means the line is going to be a dashed line, like an open line like this. So the first case and the third case, they do not have that line underneath the inequality. They're going to be a dashed line. Now for the coloring, so should you color above the line or below the line? The first two inequalities says greater than. So an easy way to remember is that less than looks like an L. So if it does not look like an L, it is greater than. So whenever you see greater than, you want to color above the line. So the first two cases, you want to color above the line. The third case, that's less than, so color below the line. And the fourth case is less than or equal, color below the line. So make sure you understand that coloring above or below the line is just by looking at the inequality symbol. A lot of students think that if the slope is negative, that means I color below the line, but that is a common mistake. In this example, the y-intercept is positive 1. So we will begin right here, and the slope is negative 1 over 3. So drawing the arrows, we go down 1 and go to the right 3. So beginning at the y-intercept, go down 1, go to the right 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we will focus on the inequality. See, that's a less than, but it does not have the line underneath it. So we know that the line is going to be a dotted line. So let's make the line look like this. And because this is less than, we want to color below the line. So I'm going to start anywhere from the line and go straight down. So now I know we want to color this side of the line. And for this example, the y-intercept is negative 3, so we begin here at negative 3. The slope is negative 4, so write down negative 4 and make it a fraction 4 over 1. Drawing the arrows, we see that we need to go down 4 and always go to the right. But we ran into this issue again that there's no space to go down 4. We can only go down 2 before we hit the bottom of the graph. So let's change the arrows. Opposite of down is up, opposite of right is going to the left, and we will follow the new arrows. So beginning here, we go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we go to the left 1. And now we'll draw the line. So looking at the inequality, this has a line underneath the inequality, so we know we're going to draw a regular line. And for the shading, this says greater than. So I will go to any point on the line, so let's go to the y-intercept. And so greater than means above the line. This line is very steep. It looks more like a left and right than up and down. But if I just put a point anywhere on the line, and I go straight up because we're going above, we can still see pretty clearly which side of the line we should color in. So it's going to be on this side.